Welcome to Bangla City SATV News. This is Nuri Alamin with the headlines. Prime Minister handed over UNESCO Bangladesh Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman International Prize for the Creative Economy to Motive. 2 women were killed and at least 15 others injured in a gas explosion of 5-story building in Narangaj this morning. Foreign Minister made 5-point recommendations in the ministerial meeting on COVID-19 convened by US Secretary of State. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has handed over the UNESCO Bangladesh Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman International Prize for the Creative Economy to Motif, a Uganda-based integrated creative studio. Neil Colin Kaimzambango, Business and Operations Lead of Motif, received the prize and certificate on behalf of the team. Motif was selected among 69 nominations submitted for the Creative Economy Prize, and it will receive 50,000 in recognition of its innovative work to promote youth entrepreneurs hip in the creative economy. The prize, supported by Bangladesh, bears the name of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman in honor of the father of the nation of Bangladesh on his birth centenary. Two women were killed and at least 15 others injured in a gas explosion at the ground floor of the 5-story building in Lalka area of Fatullah under Narangaj today. Confirming the news, officer in charge of Narangaj Model Police Station said the injured have been admitted to different hospitals, including burn units of Dhaka Medical College Hospital as well. Assistant Deputy Director of the Narangaj Fire Service said the gas in the kitchen was frozen and fire organized from an oven. Since then, the explosion has been occurred. Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen made 5-point recommendations in the ministerial meeting on COVID-19 convened by the United States Secretary of State Antony J. Blinken. This meeting was attended by foreign ministers of around 25 countries. During his deliberation in the meeting, Bangladesh Foreign Minister made 5-point recommendations comprising of the necessity to undertake a time-bound action plan convening a high-level panel by the WHO featuring select global leaders, taking the lead by the US and the WHO in convening an expert working group, supporting the vaccine manufacturing capabilities in certain countries like Bangladesh in the global south, and factoring the linkage between climate change and biodiversity loss with pandemic outbreaks in the collective efforts. Antony Blinken presided over the sessions with IMF Managing Director, USNIH Director, and WHO Director General, setting the scene. Leaders the Multi-Plan Market Association on Elephant Road in the capital have been accused of charging several times more than the cost of electricity and water as well. Aggrieved traders allege that lakhs of rupees are being embezzled every month of the discrediting the association. Many traders have been threatened in the protest. Despite such anarchy for the 6 years, the leaders of the association are denying these allegations. There are allegations of taking extra money in the name of the bills of 15 sectors, including AC, elevator, and escalator as well. A food hotel has been set up in the parking lot. However, market leaders claim that many have been services charges left. 2 Bangladeshi cattle traders have been allegedly shot to death by India's border security force along the Burihat border at Gorol Union of Lalmonirhat, Kaliganj Upazila early today. Victims were identified as Ataz-Jaman Vashani and Muslimuddin. Local chairman Mahmudul Islam said a patrol team of BSF opened fire at a group of cattle traders who went to bring the livestock near pillar of 917 of Burihat border, leaving 2 of them dead on the spot. Chairman added over the firing, BSF personnel took away the bodies. Viewers, we are taking a short break. Stay with Bangla City SATV News. Welcome back, and you are watching Bangla City SATV News. Now move on international updates. China's ruling Communist Party approved a historical resolution that will help secure President Xi Jinping's leadership for at least another 5 years. Xinhua News reported on Thursday that the pivotal document came at the end of the party's Central Committee's meeting, or plenum, that ran 4 days behind a closed door in Beijing. At the meeting, they approved a decision that marks the party's 100-year history and achievements and enshrined Xi Jinping's role as a leader. Saudi Arabia is finally opening the door for foreigners to gain citizenship. The Middle Eastern country will give citizenship to skilled foreign professionals. Government has approved a law in this regard. The law states that Saudi citizenship will be granted to those who are particularly skilled in certain professions. Information was given on yesterday. Royal decree states and talented and also skilled professionals in law, medicine, science, culture, sports and technology from the different countries of the world will get Saudi citizenship by following the prescribed process. Palace has decided to attract skilled and smart people in various professions to implement the Saudi government's target or the Vision 2030. Queen Elizabeth II will attend a Remembrance Day service this weekend in her first in-person public engagement since she spent a night in hospital last month and was advised to rest. Queen Elizabeth will attend the annual Remembrance Day service at the Cenotaph on Sunday. Buckingham Palace said a statement on yesterday about the ceremony of remember those killed and wounded in conflict. Former South African President F.W. de Klerk, who was the last white president in the country, died at the age of 85 years on Thursday. According to the foundation, he died peacefully following a struggle with cancer patient. Before he passed, he left a video message apologizing for apartheid. The former president shared a Nobel Peace Prize with Nelson Mandela in 1993, though his role in the ending of apartheid remains highly contested. Many are still angered by this failure to curb political violence in the turbulent years leading up to 1994, when the nation's first multiracial elections were held. Still, in a day that was filled with mixed reactions over the passing of the de Klerk, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa paid a tribute to her late former leader, saying he played a vital role in the country's democratic transition. Even climate talks headed towards a rocky conclusion today after the 2 weeks of fraught debate failed to resolve several key disputes or produce the emissions-cutting plans needed to limit global warming to the 1.5 degrees Celsius. UN Secretary General made the remark at a climate conference in Glasgow. UN Secretary General also said that this year COP26 summit may not be seen as a necessary commitment to significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Today, the last day of the climate conference, pressure is mounting on countries to reach a meaningful agreement. But the UN Secretary General says he sees hope until the last minute. Scientists say that limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius will help mankind avoid the worst effects of the climate change. During the 11-day Singles Day sale period in China, the country's e-commerce giant Alibaba recorded over $84.5 billion in sales, marketing a roughly 40% increase from a year earlier. The figure also came despite a much more toned-down Singles Day event, as many Chinese struggled on the goods after almost 2 years of COVID-19 pandemic. The more restrained event comes as the company seeks a shift its focus from sales growth to its effort of sustainability and philanthropy, the key pillar of the President Xi Jinping's drive to achieve common prosperity. Market experts also say a strong performance could ease the concern among the investors who are grappling with a 30% slump in the Alibaba's share this year. Hindu devotees in New Delhi were seen talking the deaf by the Yamuna River as they marked the religious festival of Chhath Puja. While the scene would normally be nothing of concern, footage shows people taking a dip with what seems to be toxic foam forming the new river. The New Delhi government's water supply board blamed industrial waste and untreated pollutants from neighboring states for the worsening pollution. Chhath Puja is a 4-day festival which takes place on the 6th day after Diwali and holds significance for married women who fast, stand in waist-deep water and present religious offerings to the sun god. Now sports news. Lucas Paqueta's instinctive strike gave Brazil to 1-0 World Cup qualifying win over Colombia yesterday to book their place at the Qatar 2022. 5 times world champion Giant as the host and Europeans Germany and Denmark as early qualifiers for the next year final. They have produced a near-perfect qualifying campaign, winning 11 of 12 matches. Their only blemish, a goalless draw in Colombia last month to qualify with 6 games to spare. Before ending, we go through Bangla City SATV News headlines again. Prime Minister handed over UNESCO Bangladesh Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman International Prize for the Creative Economy to Maldives. 2 women were killed and at least 15 others injured in a gas explosion of 5-story building in Narayanganj this morning. Prime Minister made 5-point recommendations in the ministerial meeting on COVID-19 convened by US Secretary of State. You are up to date with the Bangla City SATV News, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.